An assassination attempt on the life of the 45th president of the U.S. missed by a centimeter following his announcement to end the income tax and back the U.S. dollar with Bitcoin. Coincidence? I think not. Did the elites, Illuminati, the deep state, George Clooney attempt to take out Orange Man to protect the Fed and the banking cabal? Well, history may not repeat, but it does rhyme, and Bitcoin fixes this. Welcome back, Bulltards, to the Simply Bitcoin Bunker. Chief propagandist Rustin reporting in to deliver the most bullish show of all time. Orange Coin's price is on an assassination bounce after Orange Man bounced back. Now, I'm sure we just had another one of those moments. Those where were you when moments. Like, where were you when a certain building with the same number as John Elway mysteriously crumbled? I know you remember that like it was yesterday, and we're all going to remember exactly where we were when this news hit us. Now, there are countless conspiracies circulating. We're not going to go there. It's not even necessary, really. It's pretty common knowledge and obvious once you understand history, what transpired, and why. Let's break it down for you. Here are some assassinated U.S. presidents. Abraham Lincoln in 1865. During the Civil War, Lincoln signed the National Banking Act, establishing a system of national banks and a uniform national currency. He was a vehement opponent of central banking. James A. Garfield in 1881. Garfield held strong views on the need for sound money and was a supporter of the gold standard. But his presidency was cut short before he could significantly impact monetary policy. William McKinley, 1901. McKinley was a proponent of the gold standard as well, believing it would provide economic stability over central banking. John F. Kennedy, 11/22/1963. JFK issued Executive Order 11110, which authorized the issuance of silver certificates, a move perceived by some as a challenge to the Federal Reserve. And then almost 5, Donald J. Trump, 2024. Last week, before announcing his attendance at Bitcoin 2024 to support Bitcoin and oppose CBDCs, Trump met with major U.S. Bitcoin miners, aligning with the resistance movement against central banking. Forbes even reported that Trump would use Bitcoin as a reserve asset. And then on July 13th, 2024, he survived an assassination attempt. JFK was going to end the Federal Reserve. He was murdered. Donald Trump plans on abolishing the income tax, which the IRS steals from you and sends to the Federal Reserve, and we have an attempted assassination. There is no way this is all some coincidence. In the wars and mechanisms for them to carry out endless forever wars, the fiat money printer, well, you see what the powers that be think of that. Really makes you wonder, if they hate peace and they hate sound money, well, who are these people and why do they despise humanity and the right to save for the future? Why do they steal the fruits and labor from the populace to perform heinous acts, both foreign and domestic? Bitcoin is showing us yet again what good people's natural incentives are: pro-freedom and pro-human. Or, well, get it, Orwell? The centralized system that protects a power-hungry oligarchy at the expense of humanity and freedom. No thanks. We are opting out of that bullshit, and it looks like Orange Man, who has a need to know.
Bitcoin Insight is restricted to those with a need to know. If your country is in crisis, if your company is in crisis, if your family is in crisis, when the bank freezes and fails and the currency crashes and you have a business or you have a life and you're in that culture, you have a need to know, your eyes are open. Now you start to take Bitcoin seriously. Now you adopt Bitcoin. Trump has discovered Bitcoin. Trump has a need to know.
Well, it looks like the Orange Man has gotten to know Satoshi these past few months. And you know how the saying goes.
If you're against Bitcoin, you're against freedom.
And guess what? You missed, bitches. The shot heard round the world might have just woke up a lot of people to the great facade.
Hold on.
What?
They just shot at Trump.
Nigga, who, nigga?
I need me another stimmy, boy.
That's right, get in, we're ending the Fed and making money great again. Don't believe me? You think this attempt has dissuaded the Orange Man? You think this guy is scared?
Imagine shooting a man with your last bullet, and he stands there, unfazed.
Better think again, George Clooney, because there is no stopping this train. Read 'em and weep. Trump to speak at the Bitcoin conference despite assassination attempt. We are happy to report that Donald Trump is committed to delivering his speech in person at Bitcoin 2024. We are proud to host him and share the solidarity of the global Bitcoin community and our universal commitment to free speech and peaceful democracy. Now, why does all this matter? America was founded and protected by the defiant ones, who strongly and proudly proclaim their conquest over fear, standing up for what is right in the face of adversity. Don't let them demoralize you. It's never lost. The spirit of freedom can never be killed. Tell them again, Orange Man.
I will ensure that the future of crypto and the future of Bitcoin will be made in the USA, not driven overseas. I will support the right to self-custody. To the nation's 50 million crypto holders, I say this with your vote. I will keep Elizabeth Warren and her goons away from your Bitcoin. And I will never allow the creation of a central bank digital currency.
Now, before we show you this message from the pro-Bitcoin VP candidate Vivek Ramaswamy after everything, look at our likes.
I gotta pump those numbers up. Those are rookie numbers in this racket.
Boltards, make number go up, like, subscribe, and pay tribute to our sponsors, the Bitcoin Way. If you're looking to learn how to Bitcoin, how to properly secure your Bitcoin, you might want to head on over to the newly revamped Bitcoin Way website, where you can begin your road to Bitcoin sovereignty today. If you're looking to schedule a free 30-minute consultation, go ahead and use that link below in the show notes. First, they sued him, then they prosecuted him, then they tried to take him off the ballot. The only thing more tragic than what just happened is that if we're being honest, it wasn't totally a shock. Biden's inevitable ritual condemnation of political violence today, when it comes, will be insufficient and irrelevant. No amount of verbiage today changes the toxic national climate that led to this tragedy. Apoorva and I mourn for the rally attendees who were apparently killed by the shooter. We believe the fact that President Trump is safe right now is nothing short of an act of God. My heart tells me God intervened not just for Trump, but for our nation. Today, the future survival of the United States of America came to less than a hair's width in the path of a bullet. If any good comes of today, let it be this. Americans just had the chance to see our next president's true character. Unvarnished. He took the fire, he took the hit, he felt the blood, and then he stood right back up for the people he was here to lead. Regardless of who you vote for, let's unite around the truth that what happened today is unacceptable, now and forever. May we all remember Thomas Jefferson's words 225 years ago. A little patience, and we shall see the reign of witches pass over, their spells dissolve, and the people, recovering their true sight, restore their government to its true principles. It is true that, in the meantime, we are suffering deeply in spirit and incurring the horrors of a war and long oppressions. And if we feel their power just sufficiently to hoop us together, it will be the happiest situation in which we can exist. If the game runs sometimes against us, we must have patience till luck turns, and then we shall have an opportunity of winning back the principles we have lost. For this is a game where principles are at stake. We are living through massive history again. The fourth turning looks to be accelerating. Former President Trump was nearly assassinated. The bullet took off part of his ear. It was on live TV. It has gripped the world. Challenging the Fed throughout history has led to moments like this. And the last one that survived and challenged the Fed, well, he was successful in the central bank. Andrew Jackson. He even beat the shit out of his would-be assassin with his cane. Some dudes are just built differently. Will Trump be successful this time? Will he channel the spirit of Andrew Jackson and adopt the Bitcoin standard? Where were you when you heard the president was shot? Let us know what you think in the comments below. Hey, Honey Badger don't give a f***. You came at the king and you missed. Space Monkeys!
Ready to sacrifice himself. Great and good.
Click here to see what the hell's going on with Bitcoin and Walmart. I'll catch you all next time. Peace.
If you prefer to go down with the ship, fuck you.